Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to more lore and loot, Morrowind. Today we are going to be doing the second part of our Stronghold quest. It's not really a quest, but it's kind of a quest, but not a quest, but it is a quest. The first thing we need to do, we're going to have to go back and speak with our old pal, Lunella. We're on first name basis with her, so we're just going to call her Lunella from now on. We have to wait 5 in-game days to get the next phase of the quest. You could do anything during this time. You could do side quests, you could train your skills, you could do some skooma, whatever your heart desires. But after 5 days, you'll get a journal update letting you know it's time to talk to Lunella again. Once we do, she'll tell us that the first phase of our stronghold construction is done. She will ask us to go check on the progress and will mark the location on our map. Now, there is absolutely, and I mean absolutely, no good way to get to our stronghold location from anywhere. It's not near any major city, so there is no Siltstrider or ship route or Mage's Guild Guide. There is no temple nearby, so any kind of intervention spell will not help you at all. The best and really the only way to get there is to walk, or fly, or swim, or whatever. For me, I am going to water walk from island to island until I get to the mainland. Then head slightly northwest until I reach the spot. The initial impression of our stronghold is underwhelming. I thought it would be a bit more imposing. Anyways, through the fog, we see the figure of an orc standing majestically on a ridge. Grashnak Mugol will inform us that everything is going well with our tower, so we can just report back to Lunella that the work will be done soon. We need to go back to Sadrith Mora, but it is at this point we realize we forgot to set a mark spell, so we can't just recall back. We have to make the long, arduous journey back to Sadrith Mora by foot. Our rage boiling inside of us like red mountain ready to explode. We decide to take out our anger on a nearby Frost Atronak. Our bloodlust sated, we prepare ourselves for the journey home, but not before hearing Gramugol muttering under her breath that our performance against the Frost Atronak left much to be desired. We return to Sadrith Mora and tell Lunella that our stronghold is progressing nicely. She tells us she is glad to know the mushroom is growing well and to come back later. 5 days later, to be exact. After waiting for 5 days, spending the time however we please, we can come back and speak to her again. This time, she tells us that before she can build us a tower worthy of a counselor, we need to procure some Dwemer schematics and pony up 5,000 septims. The schematics will be in a Dwemer ruin called Zanchend, or Zanchend, whichever you prefer, which is thankfully super close to our stronghold. Unfortunately, we have to walk there again. However, this time we are going to be smart, and we're going to place a mark right here in Lunella's cold, damp cave so that we don't have to make that journey by foot again, ever again. Oh my goodness, please, ever again. Reaching our stronghold, we can see that it has gotten a little bigger. Not bad, not bad. Off in the distance, we can see the ruins of Mzenchend, and we make our way over. In our excitement of having a place to call home and all of the perks that come with it, we leave our guard down and a wild guar nibbles our bum. First mistake, last mistake, you dumb beast of burden. We then approach the bridge leading towards the entrance to Mzenchend. As we near the door, we remember the words of our old friend, Baladas Telvanni, when he told us that Dwemer ruins are dark and full of terrors. So we prepare ourselves. Immediately upon entering the ruins, we see a sphere centurion standing guard before us. We summon Chomps, our clanfear, and Casper, our ancestral ghost, to do battle with this foe before aggroing it with a shock ball. The foe goes down easily, but another one sprints across the entrance, so we follow it and shoot it with more lightning before bravely falling behind our summons. The ancestral ghost quickly goes down, but the clanfear does good work and takes care of the foe. But to our horror, a steam centurion walks by. Steam centurions are by far greater threats than their spherical brethren, so we summon our Dremora and gird our loins for the upcoming battle. Sneaking forward and around the corner, we aggro the Dwemer construct and resummon Chomps. The Animonculus goes down easy, and we proceed further. However, again, to our horror, we see not one, not two, but 3 more steam centurions. They thankfully get stuck behind a bench and each other, allowing us to get off 2 shock attacks before taking up the high ground by the entrance again. Our Dremora goes headfirst into the fray and presumably gets slaughterhoused, while Chomp seems to be having trouble negotiating stairs. Things looked grim indeed. We summon the Dremora again and hope for the best as a second steam centurion comes up the stairs. The battle is bloody, and as the clanfear can't walk downstairs, we summon it at the bottom of the stairs to help it out. At this point, our helm is probably running out of charge, so we need to summon a Storm Atronach to help out. It's a battle of titans, as Steam Centurion takes on... Oh no, Storm Atri down, but Chomps to the rescue. After the extremely close call, we proceed further down the hall. We choose left and work our way down, hearing the wheezing of a sphere centurion further ahead. A quick shock spell and a tactical retreat allows the clanfear to deal with yet another sphere. This time we make it all the way to the bottom, where there are no more foes. We see a chest on a table, which we open. Inside the ornate Dwemer chest, we see a mace, some scrap metal, and some Dwemer coins. Pretty good loot. Backtracking to the entrance, and this time taking a right turn, we come across a shelf with a repair hammer nearby, which we quickly use to ping out some of the dents in our gear. Up here we see no more foes, but we do come across another chest, this time locked. Opening it revealed a valuable Dwemer crossbow. On the shelf next to the chest, we find some coins, some valuable cut gems, and the Dwemer schematics we were looking for. Filled almost to the brim with loot, we recall back to Lunella and hand over the schematics and the 5,000 drakes. She informs us that she will resume construction on our stronghold, and exactly 5 days later, we get a journal notification informing us that Phase 2 of our stronghold has been completed. At this point, we could call it a day, but why don't we go over to our stronghold and check out the progress? Now that's more like it. Though not quite as imposing as, say, Tel Naga or Tel Fur, our tower is coming along quite nicely, complete with 2 housing pods in addition to the main tower. Let's take a look inside. It's quite dark, but perhaps we can do something about that later. Inside, there are 2 ways to go, left and down, and right and up. Going down first, we reach a dead end. Looks like the magic is still working down here, and there's nothing left to see. Going up leads us to our little living quarters, complete with 2 beds, some shelving, and a little table with snacks to nibble on while we ponder our next move. We will need to speak with Lunella again to get the 3rd and final part of our stronghold quest done, so please join me again next time as we do just that. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a comment or a like. It is highly appreciated. However, I'm just glad you came along for the journey. As always, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Lore and Loot, and I will see you next time.